Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you. And now
Ordinarily, I would consider mid-September a little bit early for watching Hocus Pocus. We usually don't watch it until late October or even on the actual day of Halloween. But this year, I have a very specific reason for wanting to get into the Salem vibes a little bit early. So the hotel we're not staying at, I'm not staying at, is the Hawthorne Hotel.
Hold this for a second.
Yep. And I remarked, hey, there's a statue of Nathaniel Hawthorne over there. I'm reading Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne right now. What are the odds? Turns out the odds are really good because that's why it's called the Hawthorne Hotel. Oh look, there he is. It's Nathaniel Hawthorne. So this intersection has no stop signs and no lights. Just figure it out. So I'm in Salem, Massachusetts for my friend Matt's wedding. My friends Matt and Steven are getting married tomorrow. David is not able to be here because he's doing a show back in Orlando. But I am sharing this B&B with my friend Jacob. Actually, it's a VRBO. And I'm so tired I could die because I did not sleep. We're gonna leave in like an hour and a half or 2 hours to go for fun reception time, mac and cheese and dessert night, I guess. I'm gonna see some friends I haven't seen in a few years and celebrate the love. Jacob is out taking a walk through the historic district because that's kind of where we are. We're in Marblehead. This is my new hair color. I'm so tired, I just said, no, I shan't be doing that. I will be sleeping. This place is very cute. It's got lofty space. They said you will not be falling and hurting yourself and suing us today. It's got this lovely like little reading spot, and it's got greenery in the backyard, and a little writing desk that's built in. How lovely is that? But for now, I shall be sleeping here. Good night. So I don't get invited to that many weddings, but I have to say, my friend Matt and Steven's wedding was one of the best events.
Very chilly!
Is it a picture or video? I can't tell.
Probably a video.
Okay, it's a video.
Starting with the fact that everything had all of these spooky, witchy vibes. And then on the very first night, we were enjoying a mac and cheese bar. I mean, come on. But that was not all that was in store for us that night. One of the things we had planned to do before the wedding while we were in Salem that I was really excited about was to go on a ghost tour. We went on a late night ghost tour that ended at like 11:30 at night. Ghosts. We walked past all of these famous old houses where terrible things happened, and some that we know from movies. The big white house the girl lives in Hocus Pocus. We stopped and learned about the House of the Seven Gables. That was the inspiration for another Nathaniel Hawthorne novel. And then the ghost tour, which was really fun and spooky, kind of took a sobering turn towards the end. The people who were hanged in the so-called Salem witch trials weren't given a proper burial, but there is a memorial to all of them here at this cemetery. This one man in particular, George Burroughs, was a minister and recited the Lord's Prayer while he was having the noose placed around his neck, which is something that they believed someone who was in league with Satan would never be able to do, and yet they hanged him anyway. None of the victims of what could more accurately be called the Salem Witch Panic are actually buried in Charter Cemetery, but some of the people involved in the trials, including the judge himself, are buried there. Knowing that somehow made the whole awful story feel a lot more real. I think it's easy to forget that all of those people were innocent. They were only accusing their friends and neighbors of witchcraft because they knew that if they didn't, they would be the next ones to be accused, and then they themselves could end up being hanged. The whole thing is actually just really sad, and it's scary to think about how we're always right on the knife's edge of civilization breaking down and people turning against one another. So it's definitely one hell of a cautionary tale. So, this is what happens when two photography people start walking around in historic Marblehead near Salem, Massachusetts in the fall, in the morning. How long will it take them to walk the 12 minutes to the coffee shop to obtain coffee? Who can say? This person lives here. Paying our respects. There's a memorial here, and there's a statue here. This has to do with the Korean War and soldiers who died in foreign wars, it says. And this local woman just came by and said, "You saying hi to Kenny?" We said, "Who?" She said, "Kenny, that's him. He made that of himself. He made it." I said, "Oh, okay." Walking around Marblehead was just so pleasant. All of these buildings are so old and they all have so much character, and it was just a beautiful afternoon. We had a great time walking around, taking pictures and obviously video of every single house we saw. And the place really reminded me so much of Cabot Cove, Maine, the fictional home of Jessica Fletcher on Murder, She Wrote. It's just giving me very strong Maine, New England, Murder, She Wrote, Jessica Fletcher vibes. Jessica Fletcher could be on any one of these streets at any time. That's all I'm saying. On our way back to our VRBO, we passed this sign that this man had put up on the side of the street for his mother, who is an artist. She hadn't painted in 10 years because she was dealing with dementia, but she'd started painting and decorating these wooden jewelry boxes. And I found one that I loved, and it's something that I got on this trip on a whim that is just really unique and special, and I really love it. So we just got out of that. I haven't cotton candy in so long.
Here, take a look.
I'll have a floof. Cotton candy.
It tastes like a blow pop.
It does kind of taste like champagne. That ceremony was gorgeous.
I'm not getting any notes.
My phone's gonna die. You're what?
I'm not getting notes of champagne.
No?
No.
You did. Wedding is over. Reception is over. It is 12:59 a.m. It was a good wedding. I'm excited to sleep. I'm excited to have some snacks. It's 1 a.m. Yay! I had a great time at the wedding. Very happy for my friends. I was able to get my phone charged while at the wedding when it was almost dead. The very friendly, perhaps too friendly guy at the front desk was more than happy to charge my phone. Tomorrow we are going to brunch with the happy couple and then doing things in the area. It's gonna be a good time. Good night. Mazel tov. The park by the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem is huge, first of all, and was hosting the biggest food truck bazaar, whatever you want to call it, that I have ever seen. There was so much food, and I got to have my first ever lobster roll.
Can I bet him? Hi. It looks like you were asking me to come take your meal.
I just think it's interesting that after all these years, I was supposed to read it in high school and I didn't. I just started reading the Scarlet Letter and here we are. I'm sorry. Hey, look, it's House Martell. That's a Game of Thrones reference. So I keep finding books. At least I can't buy any of these. So we're on the Marblehead Rail Trail, catching up with our friends. There's no one here. And it's drizzling a little bit. Jacob has his camera in a plastic bag, keeping it safe from hooligans
And sprinkles.
and sprinkles. And we're gonna get electrocuted.
Let's hope not.
This is very Walking Dead right now.
Oh yeah, good call.
Oh, neat.
That's kind of cool.
I guess they won't have to worry about alligators, huh?
Okay.
Oh, it's giving Muppet movie vibes.
Oh, we've been told and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Oh, sorry.
So then all of a sudden it was time to start packing up and going home. So we all got lunch together, my friends from Orlando and I. I went into this bookstore, although they did not allow me to take any pictures inside. And we just enjoyed all of the silly, witchy vibes of that street one last time before we had to leave. By the time we were en route back to Orlando, we had already been made aware of some more bad weather news waiting for us back home in Florida.
Evening as the hurricane approaches the coast. And by the way, we also have a tornado threat starting tonight and into tomorrow. I mentioned
So as fun as the trip and the wedding had been in my head, by this time I was already home in my mind making hurricane preparations, ready to hit the ground running. There's always just a lot to do right before a hurricane hits, just to make sure that your stuff is protected and that you're not going to be totally screwed if and when you do eventually lose power. Because when you lose power in a hurricane, it can be for several days. So we have excitement here with the hurricane coming. And I have to now, unfortunately, brave Target or the grocery store. Because I just realized we don't have any canned food. So if we lose power, we're gonna need something to eat. This is the joy of Florida. So I'm gonna go to the store and it's gonna be great. I'm putting that out there, it's gonna be fine. People are gonna be patient with each other, they're gonna be nice. It's gonna be fine.